I have nothing to say. Screw this. Gonna go watch Gilmore Girls. It doesn't have to be one or the other. You can totally watch Gilmore Girls while having awesome content. And don't spoil anything for me because I haven't actually watched this season, but I've heard good things about it, so shh. So you totally know how much content would help your business, whether it would be blogging or podcasting or a Facebook Live show, but then you don't really know what to say. I know I should do this because it would totally help my business, but I have no idea what to do, so I'm not going to do it, and then I feel bad because I don't do it, and this whole cycle of sadness. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, me too. I've totally been there. But today you're going to get a plan for a whole year's worth of content, and it will be painless, and you can do it in whatever way is easiest for you. Like I said, you don't have to do blogging if you don't feel like it. You never have to do live video if it's just not your thing. But ultimately, content marketing works, so you want to find a way to make it work for you. And having the idea is the first step to making this content engine run. So let's hit it. You need an idea rampage. An idea rampage. We are going to go rampaging, stampeding, fighting for the best ideas for your blog, and it will be pretty painless. In fact, it's kind of fun because it's like a big challenge. So first of all, get a spreadsheet or Google Doc or whatever you like and make a list of 26 spots, and then you're going to fill them. This is how. Those questions that you get asked all the time are amazing for content because people really want to know that stuff, and probably you feel like you typed those answers out a million times in your email, but you don't want to go through and find your previous email. You may as well just type it out now. It'll be faster, blah, 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 blah. I know the feeling. So those are amazing, and what's happening often is people are Googling for those answers, so if you have the option of having the answer right there ahead of them, it'll probably make it easier on you. Plus, you can leverage your time later when you do get those emails. You can reply with the link to your post or your video or whatever you did, and that will make it faster for you, and they're probably going to get a way more comprehensive answer than if you had just answered one off in that email. My personal favorite place to find ideas for posts will be in Facebook groups. It feels cozy, private, people are chatting and having real conversations here. So go through and start reading and getting ideas about what you can talk about based on the questions that people are asking, the comments that they leave. You will find a gold mine in there. Now, you don't have to go through and read every single post. Use the search function in order to look up terms that are related to what you would be offering to pick through and find exactly what you need. Now, what you can also do is ask a question in there. Sometimes I find those answers aren't as good as just the organic ones that are out in the wild, but you can still get some really good ideas. What can be helpful as well is seed that question with options. You could be like option A or option B or option C, because sometimes when you ask an open question, it's really hard for people to get ideas. If you start by giving options, it can actually spark their ideas as well, so they can be like, oh, I like B, and also I was wondering about X, Y, and Z. So go mining in Facebook groups for the gold, because I promise you it's there. Speaking of digging, dig into the layers of your topics. So there's always the main topic that you talk about, and let's say it's just email marketing or something. There are so many layers in there that you can go through and start bringing out subtopics to talk about. Also think about the users of that as well. So you're going to have the users who are entry level, they're just starting out. What do they need to know? What does someone who's an intermediate user need to know? Or somebody who's an expert or been doing this for years? Just going through those different categories and different user types, you will find tons of ideas in there that can really help them. Want to get a little controversial? This can be really fun because you will probably get a ton of comments on this. So do something that breaks up the common misconceptions in your industry. Play Mythbuster. This is a really fun way in order to spark those conversations, and it can help you as well because sometimes people come in thinking, oh, it has to be this, and you're like, actually, it's this. So it can help you set up customers and clients as they come into your business too. So for example, a lot of people think the only way to flat abs will be crunches. You probably know 3 or 4 ways, if you're an expert, that you can do really great core workouts that don't involve crunches, especially if that person has a sore back or something. You have alternatives, and people don't have to look for the crunches for the only way for them to get those abs. Similarly, you can also set up information that you wish people would know before they work with you. So you sort of cover that basis already. So if you find yourself thinking, oh, I wish people would only know this about my product or about my industry, this is a great time to do it. So maybe whatever you offer is only good for Nikon cameras or for babies that are over 6 months old. So it's good to explain and use this as a chance to educate people about whatever it is, whether it's your industry or your product, and then it can help attract the right people in for what you offer. So Quora is a platform that people can post questions on, and that is so easy for you because you literally just read through the questions and all of a sudden you can answer them. So one thing that you can do is set up the different channels. You can subscribe to different topics that you like so you can get them delivered straight to your inbox, or you can go through and then find the ones that are right for you. If you want to be really slick about it, find a fresh question, answer it in whatever content method is right for you, and then post the link to it in Quora. So that way you're doing 2 things with 1 stone. You're actually answering that person's direct question and you're getting content out of it. It's done. Have an interview with your ideal client. Chances are just a 15 or 20-minute call will give you so many ideas, it'll probably keep you going for almost half a year if you're doing weekly blog posts. You have the curse of knowledge. There is so much that you know, and it's really hard to look at something with a beginner's mind when you've been doing this for as long as you have, and when you have all of the experience that you have. So sometimes you need somebody who doesn't have it to give you those ideas about what you can talk about, because we take for granted the information that we already know. So this is really common, and I absolutely suggest you reach out to somebody. They're going to get the information, basically a one-on-one coaching session from you, so they're really going to appreciate it, and you will benefit just as much. Take a look at what other people are doing. They could be competitors, industry leaders, clients, customers. See what they're talking about and use that as a jumping off point. Now, I'm not saying copy them, I'm not saying do the exact same thing, but you can use it as a jumping off point and as inspiration for what you're going to do. And you might even have a completely different take on the same topic. So it's really interesting to see that one person may have this position, you have that position, so you can answer the same question in a completely different way. Those are a lot of places that you can find ideas. And I promise you, those 26 ideas will go a little slow in the beginning, but you will take off and fill up your list so quickly. And when you're done with those 26, do it again, create another 26, and then you will have a year's worth of content planned out. So it doesn't have to be this big scary thing, and like I said, even if you want to batch it all in one go, and you can literally do months and months of content ahead of time and not have to feel like you're on that treadmill, it will make your life so much easier. You'll get the content out there that you need to grow your business. You won't get in that guilt cycle that just doesn't feel good. Everything wins, and it doesn't have to be tough. Well, that's a wrap. I'm Katie Momo, the Copy Pro, and I really appreciate your time today. I hope it was helpful, and this gives you a good plan for what to go ahead with to create your own content. And I'd love to hear from you. Leave me a comment below and let me know your favorite way to come up with content ideas. Let's keep the love going, keep sharing, and everyone who watches this video, I'm sure will appreciate your ideas as well. And I'm signing off today wishing you happy content creation.